Good morning. It's that time again, time to take a break with Drake. It's Wednesday, November 18th, 2020.
Yes, it is.
It is a bright day over here in Waitsburg, Washington, and we need to clean that window, Drake. Who's going to go out on the roof to do that today? Oh, goodness.
That would be getting out on the veranda.
Oh, who gets to do that? It's not a veranda. It is it's the marquee. It's over. It's like the ship. It's like the
tip of the ship.
The tip of the ship over the theater. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna check the audio now.
Okay.
That's my next
We're
job.
going to check the audio. Yeah, we're in Waitsburg, Washington. In the direction of that camera view, straight ahead, where you were looking, is Idaho. About 60 miles by road, about 48 miles in a straight line.
Go, Idaho. I gotta log into here now.
And we are on that section of road you just saw. We are on the Lewis and Clark Trail. How do you like that?
Yeah, we sure are.
Yeah, so one of us needs to grab a triangle hat, like a Trinity hat, like the pilgrims used to wear.
Yeah.
And then one of us can get a coonskin, a raccoon hat.
I think you should.
Which I'll wear the coonskin hat.
I know, I wanted to.
Oh, okay, she can wear that. Yes, because I must wear the Trinity hat. I think that's what those hats were all about. They wore them during the American Revolution. And it's interesting, people forget, during the Lewis and Clark expedition, the American Revolution was only 30 years ago, as they would say. You think of 30 years ago as 1990. We're halfway in the middle of H.W.'s presidency 30 years ago. So Lewis and Clark were looking back on the American Revolution. That was just 30 years prior. And when we look on that camera view every morning, that's the Lewis and Clark Trail. How do you like that? So I think they actually walked down the river, along the riverbank, and but this is it. So anyhow, are we here now?
Yeah, we're all good.
Are we all good?
We're
Audio's
all good.
working?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad, thanks for telling us about audio stuff yesterday. We did some adjustments and hope it all came out. The feedback is very helpful. Thank you. We are...
As far as I can tell, I mean, there's I'll tell you what, Drake, you listen. You listen while I talk, and you see what it's like to listen to us 8 seconds ago, because that's what's going on. You can hear us talking 8 seconds ago, and that's what I do, Drake. I listen to you talk, and I listen to us talk 8 seconds ago. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Wow. So, but that's how I check to make sure that the audio is good.
The tech booth. Oh, boy.
The tech meister.
Yeah. One way to enhance worship in any church in the world is to keep me out of the tech booth. Yes.
Funny.
If I have one single assignment, I can just do it. Micro laser rocket.
Can you pass me
precision.
that beautiful cup of coffee you made for me?
Yes, I made you some Arabica coffee with almond pumpkin.
Ooh.
How is it, my love?
This is wonderful.
Whoa!
It's getting cold because I was working on the new intro.
Yes, you are.
I had to put 8 a.m. because it was always 7 a.m. And I feel like this light. So anyway, the lighting is okay. It's a little bright on the back, but that's all we can do.
That's all right. You can shut it. We're done with that camera.
I know, but
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have a bulletin blooper.
We do not have a bulletin blooper because I was working on the new opener.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey Yates, we'll give you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It's good. It's got that pumpkin spice thing going on.
Mm-hmm. So we are at the tail end of Ephesians 4. After this, we will be 2/3 done with Ephesians, just in a 2-week run here.
I have to tell you something, Drake.
What, love?
All of the overlays I have for the Bible are in another screen, and
That's
I have
okay.
to
Let it
pop.
go.
Well, no, I do want to show them. It's just that I have to go into this other screen and close the video that's in constant loop playing. So I'm just going to switch to that.
Like I said.
Don't freak out. Here we go.
Like I said.
Sorry.
if you'd like to read along. So Ephesians 4, verse 25. And just to give you a run of, in the New Testament, these are called pericopes. You think, okay,
pericopes?
Yeah. P-E-R-I, peri means like a perimeter, and copy means it's the full view of this one section.
Okay.
Pericope, periscope, but it's a pericope. That's how they say it. So it's a longer explanation than you want to hear.
You're so smart.
But in this pericope, you have it's Ephesians 4:17 to the end of the passage through 32. So it's 16 verses in this pericope, and we're going to drop that word now. But in this whole section, just to give you the full run over of it, and it's just 7 words that Paul wants you to do.
Oh.
He wants you to be, and you write these down. I like circling them because it's all on one place.
I wish I could do it on here, but I can't.
As you read this section, there's 7 things that Paul says, be mindful. Add these things to how you live. Be holy. If you're going to go to church, then, stop.
Is that in 17?
Yeah. Well, 17 starts this whole section.
Okay.
Yeah, when he says, don't live like the Gentiles do. Be holy. If you're going to go to church, then stop the clubbing and stop the sleazy joints.
What about Christian clubbing?
Christians are ordered to dance. And because of Elvis, we read that verse and we say, no, I'm not going to dance to the Lord. It's just strange, but that's an American byproduct of this. I've been overseas where they dance to the Lord, and baby, it's Saturnalia good times. Oh, it's just so joyful.
It's like baptized.
They do a little better overseas. And the Jews at their gatherings, they dance to the Lord, and it's organized and intelligent and invigorating. So be holy. Be truthful. Be honest. Be helpful. Don't just sit back in your hammock and watch everybody else struggling and go, I'm good. I'm chilling. Well, that's not admirable. Be helpful. Be kind. Everybody you meet is somebody's baby who's just grown up. And when they were born, they were held, they were fed,
right.
They were warmed and coddled and this and that. And that is our initial training in life. And we never outgrow the love, the wanting of that. We just want to be treated kindly.
That's where we are at.
And I'll just tell you something about that. This isn't in my notes. I want to say it. I mean, you can meet the toughest of the toughest of anybody. I mean, a guy who's got arms the size of a pickle barrel or a big old French bread anaconda arms, tough dude with a tank top, just getting out of a truck, no matter what race or color, creed, or any belief he has. And that guy, they can seem kind of distant or too cool for you. But one of the things I just say, it's a gag, but I'm always trying to connect with people, and maybe I can find an inroad to a gospel.
Whoa.
But I'll see a guy like that, and I'll say, you know something, sir? I go, what? I said, the poll results are in. And he goes, what do you? I said, the poll results are in. You're the king. The whole world voted. You're the king. And he always go, oh, that's cool. Yeah, thanks, man. All right, just something on the run. Maybe they'll want to talk. Maybe they'll want to pray. Maybe they want, I don't know. That's a goofy little thing I do. But to be kind to people, honor them, honor people, be compassionate. Swoop in, realize their suffering, and join them. Stop and help fix a flat. There's rules in New York City. You are not allowed to stop and help people fix a flat. It's just ridiculous. But in most of the world, it's okay to help people. And be forgiving. If someone offends you, someone steps on your toe, accidentally, on purpose, they could do it with malice and a forethought. They'll get over it, and you need to. The offended You know, a lot of times when someone hurts someone else, a lot of times it's just an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Just own up to it. Whoa, sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. And be forgiving. You know, don't give them themselves back. You know, just give them back even before they apologize. Give them themselves back because it will take you apart if you don't. Unforgiving people die early. A whole different chemical takes over their body if they're not forgiving, and it degrades you. It's like pouring Clorox on a pile of pancakes.
Yeah. Hey there, A7MD on Periscope.
It'll just ruin it down. So anyhow, be holy, be truthful, be honest, be helpful, be kind, be compassionate, be forgiving. That's the full run of this entire passage that we're spending 3 days on. And,
which is not a problem.
No.
And what I love about this, it's a very practical, this is an everyday life type scripture. You're not going to be, this is not the one you're going to be like, now what was that again? Mm-hmm. It's very clear.
My younger brother is a colonel, a retired colonel from the Marine Corps. And he said he's been in parts of the world on patrol where the New Testament is against the law. Wow.
What kind of crazy talk is that?
Mm-hmm. And holiness is no concern of the people. Being truthful, why? Be honest, are you kidding me? It's in their literature to lie to other people.
No.
Helpful, get it yourself, jerk.
That's not
Be
cool.
kind, nothing doing. Compassionate, why? Be forgiving, never. And he said that he was there 7 months in one of these countries, another 15 months in another country with same creed, no New Testaments, no, don't do this passage. And he said he didn't see one person over the age of 12 smile. Ever. Not one.
Yeah.
In a cumulative almost 3 years in this part of the world where they don't do the New Testament. Paul says, do this stuff. And you create a fellowship, you create an atmosphere that, people just want to come. Guys, I was a college minister in the 90s, and I told people, we would train the greeters and the ushers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'd tell them, I said, you treat them like they just got home from war and you haven't seen them in 3 years. You treat them like they just scored the goal and your team won. You treat every person that walked in this door like they just scored the touchdown with 5 seconds left when you were 3 points behind and now you're going to win by 3 points. You treat them like that. Everyone who walks in this room is a hero. And we have people that I don't know, man, church and Christians is kind of freaky. They're all hypocrites. Really? Yeah.
I wonder if I'm a pretty good hypocrite.
Oh, I'm a fantastic hypocrite. When it comes to hypocrisy,
I might be a better hypocrite than you.
Well, I don't know, but I'm more humble than you. I know that because I'm number one in humility.
Oh yeah.
So Paul says, and as he's amplifying these 7 things in the last section of this whole part of Ephesians 4, he says, therefore.
Brad can hear us. Awesome, Brad. Thank you.
Oh, Brad, you're awesome. In California with a K.
Well, because Kathleen has a K.
Yeah. Therefore, each of you must put off falsehood.
Okay.
Put it off. He just talked about putting off ungodliness, put off sensuality, put off, the antithesis of monogamy. Pick one and stay with her. Take care of her for life. Put that away. Put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor. It cracks me up the way neighbors can be so. They'll like someone in the next town, but their neighbor will get on their nerves. Well, the person on the other side of town, just the same way. They're just not right next to you. Maybe it's you that's bugging you. Maybe it's yourself that's bugging yourself. Maybe I'm my problem. And it's easy to blame the neighbors. When we had neighbors, I would love to mow way beyond the don't you I'm not mowing 1 inch of his grass. I would do the neighbor's whole lawn. They'd come home and say, hey, and I go, no problem, buddy. And they're like, nobody does that. Speak truthfully to your neighbor.
And mow their lawn.
And do what you want to do. I'm just being my usual Gilligan gumball self. But say, hey, can we just be straight with them? Don't go, oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart, you loser. That's not being honest.
Oh.
What's that line they use in the South when they're ready to crown somebody, but they want to be, oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, bless your heart. Yeah.
And then when they finish with the great big story, well, isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. Isn't that nice doesn't mean isn't that nice.
Isn't that nice?
And bless your heart does not mean bless your heart.
Not always.
Be truthful.
Yeah.
Be truthful.
But don't tell young moms that their babies are ugly. That's not nice.
Oh, there's no such thing as an ugly baby. There's just no such thing as an ugly baby.
I've heard people say, well, what if the baby really is? It's like, then you just avoid the topic.
And is that truthful? Is that truthful? Because if it's not said in lovingly, it's not the truth.
Yeah.
And I've met a lot of people, they go, oh, well, this and that, and you need this and that, but well, I'm just being honest. Mm-hmm. Really? Why is honesty so ugly?
Yeah.
You know? I've actually been on a subway in an urban area, and some lady's got her tag sticking way up, and I'm thinking, if it was family, I'd just reach over and tap it down. Mm-hmm. And, when I first moved to the city, I was from a town of 700.
Oh, can I have a hug?
There were 30. Yeah, I would do. I'd talk to that people, and I'd help people, strangers, and they'd be like, yeah, nobody cares.
You know what, Drake? I could totally see you. You were just like the guy in Elf.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Will Ferrell.
You're just like Will Ferrell and Elf. You come from this little town, and you go, does somebody need a hug?
Oh, somebody needs a hug.
You're an angry elf.
Or Paul Hogan in Crocodile Dundee. He walked down the streets in New York City. Hello. You
would be just like that.
So I've been on, I think it was BART in San Francisco, Bay Area Rapid Transit.
Yeah. And
some lady's got a tag sticking way up in the back of her. And the tag, it's almost like that. Do not remove this tag or you'll go to jail. One of those big tags. And I just reached over and folded it down. She looks around. I said, your tag was up. And she goes, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, a minute later, I thought, I need to not do that anymore.
Yeah, because people be like, who's this weird man walking around?
Yeah, and because I don't know, I just care.
You do care, and that's good.
And we grew up in this little town, and one of the cheerleaders, Shyla, what a sweetheart. I had a smudge on my face once, and she took her thumb, licked her thumb, and wiped the smudge off my face. Well, we were like 13 or 12, and you look at that in the big city. Oh, this and that. Oh, bodily fluids. Like, oh, gee whiz.
Well,
so I kind of grew up with that, and we were all family. We all knew each other for decades.
Yep.
And then,
hey, Roma Jean.
So you can't do that in the big.
Blessings to you.
You can't do that in the big city, but there are ways to be a blessing to a total stranger.
Yeah.
See someone struggling. I said, can I help you? And people look at me. Oh, I said, listen, I show my wedding ring. I said, listen.
Oh, the sun is just, the lighting is going crazy here. Hang on.
Adjust it.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a family. I have a wife. I have lots of children. I'm a pastor. Seriously, I just want to help you if you want help. And they go, oh, okay. I was on an airplane once, and this Nigerian woman had 3 kids, and man, oh man, were they squirrely. And I could see the sheer exhaustion on her face as we're flying from London to Minneapolis. And She had the whole middle of 5 rows, and there were 4 of her. And one of the kid was trying to fall asleep, and the 2 were squirrely. And I said, "Ma'am, would you like me to hold your children? I have children, and I'm just..." And we talked months later because she gave me her phone number, and she said, "You know something? I got to thinking later." And she's a Christian, and her husband was a kidney surgeon, and she was flying to the Dakotas to open a new practice. Her husband had gone ahead. And so I walk up to this Nigerian family. I said, "Would you like me to hold 2 of your children so you can get some rest?" And she kind of shocked a second, and then her face totally relaxed. She says, "That would be so nice." Aww. So I held her kids. So when I was way in the back, and so, where are you going to get kidnapped? Are you going to go anywhere on this airplane? No. So I held her kids.
Going to the front or the back.
We did stories and played thumb fights, and we had a great time for 2-3 hours. We talked on the phone months later.
Yeah?
And she says, "Mr. Travis, I look back on that and I'm thinking, what am I doing? Giving my children to a strange white man." And she says, "But seconds after you said, would you like me to hold your children? I looked in your eye and I could see Jesus in your eye.
Aww.
I could tell you cared. You can be a blessing to a complete stranger." God help me. God, what do I do here?
Yeah.
"Put off falsehood. Speak truthfully. For we are all members of one body." Dad and Mom at dinner time, they want to make sure that all the kids get fed. "Oh, well, that one hogged most of it, and he ate all. The three youngest didn't get any food, but that's okay. They're my children." No. We're one family at this table. Everybody needs to get fed here. And he says, "We're one body. In your anger, do not sin." It doesn't say, "Don't be angry." I remember being shown a movie. I was in 2nd grade. I'm like, "Don't be angry."
Really?
Yeah. That was the name of the movie. It's a little 11-minute teacher, and just don't be angry. Well, God doesn't say that. Paul doesn't say that. Jesus doesn't say that. If you're angry, you're angry, but something else is going on.
Yeah, you got to find the root of it.
To untangle the anger. Someone who's angry, anger's not the issue. They're either one of 3 things. Write this down if you want to. You're either frustrated, or hurt, or frightened.
Mm-hmm.
That's the headwaters, and you got to untangle. What am I? Am I hurt? Am I frustrated, or am I scared? Which is it?
Yeah.
Deal with that. Don't just let it spill over to anger, because those are vulnerable emotions: fear, frustration, or hurt. If you are vulnerable and just share with somebody, "Hey, I'm really frustrated with this. Can you hold the other end of this while I adjust it?" Or whatever you need. And it can be an emotional matter. But if you're frustrated, say so. If you're frightened, say so. I loved the unsinkable Molly Brown on the Titanic, when they're on their lifeboat and they're floating away from this sinking ocean liner.
Wow.
And somebody says something, and Molly Brown says, "Stop it, you're scaring me." I used to not be able to use that line. Oh, because then you're fearful. If you're fearful, you're a little squeaky little mouse. I was driving with somebody this year. I said, "Hey, can you slow down? You're scaring me."
Yeah, that's good.
Then when someone would say, hey, stop it, you're scaring me. When Molly Brown says that, that's cool. If you're afraid, just say so.
Yeah.
If you're hurt, just say so. When someone comes up to me and they're being all jocular and funny, and I got a sense of humor that's kind of on the Grand Canyon side of the scale.
Yeah.
When you're hurt, and someone comes, "Hey, how's it going?" They'll slap us and say, hey, I'm not having a funny day here. I'm not feeling funny right now. Oh, say so. Don't let it morph into instant anger, because anger is how we act like we're in control, though we're not. We act like we're in control, though we're not, while we exercise no self-control and start screaming and busting things and throwing stuff. Nobody knows what to do with angry people.
Yeah.
All they do is wish you would get away. And Paul says, this is not the culture of our church. I want you to die, just be dying to get together.
I think the other thing that's kind of in there, Drake, is anger should not be your default.
Yeah.
Because if that is your default all the time, or that's just your default emotion, you're going to open opportunity for things that you don't want to have happen.
Oh, boy. You leave a door open for wild beasts and darkness to sneak into your life. And they won't always sneak in.
Some folks want to have they want to have that certificate to be able to, the pass, or what do you call that? An all-season pass. They want an all-season pass for anger.
To live their whole life in a rage. And you know something? You keep people away.
Yeah.
You keep people away.
Yeah. And it's really hard to have forward progress.
Oh, you can't. You can't.
If you're angry all the time. Yeah.
When Jesus said, blessed are they that mourn, for they will be comforted, that shocked the world.
Oh, I bet.
When you're mourning.
Because you're mourning, you're like, you've lost something.
Yeah. And people will rush in.
How is that a good thing?
People rush in and comfort you. They will join you and strengthen you again.
Yeah.
I remember playing for a military funeral, and it's the father of somebody who was about 5 years older than me in school. I was in 7th grade. He was in 12th grade, or 8th and 12th grade. Tough guy.
He was
tough.
BMOC.
Big man. Yeah. Scary tough. He's a biker now. And he was in Vietnam, and but I played for his father's funeral, and when they started to let his father down, Carl let out a sound I didn't know he could make.
Yeah.
And all any of us wanted to do to that big, tough guy was going, and his friends rushed in and told him. And I told him 2 weeks later, I said, hey, Carl. Yeah. I said, I miss your dad too, you know. He's, thanks. You know? So people would get angry when they were sad. And Jesus said, no, blessed are they that mourn. If you're sad, be sad. Just say so. This is honesty. This is speaking truthfully. This is putting off falsehood. Don't be angry, because when you anger, you're sin. And people in court, oh, but he was angry. Oh, but he was angry. At the end of Mrs. Doubtfire, when Sally Field kept Robin Williams from seeing his children, and she says, why can you do that? You tore my heart out. Oh, but I was angry. So?
Right.
That doesn't give us a pass. This is good stuff. I hope you're making note of this. This is great. Ephesians 4. Ephesians 4 set down a template for church culture worldwide.
Yeah.
I have been in churches in Hanoi and in Saigon and in Ukraine and in Uruguay.
Oh, he's going to list all the countries now.
Yes, you know, it would take me 2 or 3 minutes to list them all. Live by this, and every church I walk to, you go, wow, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. And then I start singing along, thinking, my goodness, I know the lyrics to this thing. And I could, I've done some Latin, I can put stuff together. I'm sitting there, I start weeping. It's just awesome.
Yay.
To worship with people and be of one spirit, and I can't talk to them. Oh, it's cool. Oh, it's cool.
Drake, it's already time, and we have not got to the end of the chapter.
Yeah,
it's okay, though.
We've only done 2 verses.
Well, kind of.
In your anger, don't sin. And do not let the sun go down on your wrath, the King James says. But this says, do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. Because something happens in your sleep when you're angry. And you let yourself go to bed angry. And anyhow. Hey, just a couple ideas as we close. I was packing bookmarks yesterday. And we are soon going to have about 700, 800 of these sets. These are awesome stocking stuffers. And we can work out a deal with you. If you want Bible bookmarks to read through the Bible in a year with us.
Or listen to me read it to you on the 7 Streams Method at 7streamsmethod.com.
Yeah, Serena reads to you. You can keep your bookmarks with you. And one church yesterday, we shipped out over 100 bookmark sets because they're going to give them to the volunteer staff at their church of about 1,000. They have a volunteer staff of over 100 people.
It's awesome.
So everybody gets a bookmark, and it's very affordable. So all awesome stocking stuffers for all your family. If you'd like to do that, get to us right away.
Yep.
If you would. So anyhow, the Lord is with you. Is that everything, love?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we did want to say that we are also now, I didn't say this, we did mention this yesterday, but this is now on streaming on Amazon and other places. I can't remember all of the names, but if you go to thefarmerandthebell.net, you'll see all the places where this is streaming. Again. Thefarmerandthebell.net. And this,
the farm. Okay, that's a second website. You said The Farmer and the Bell. You said The Farmer the Bell.
I think it's thefarmerthebell.net. I don't know for sure, but if you do a search using Google or another search engine, which would be better, you can look up The Farmer and the Bell Saving Santaland, and you'll see where it's streaming.
This is the most inspiring Christmas story you'll hear this year in the modern world. This is such a good story.
Yeah,
we're in this movie too. There's 4 sightings, and then in the behind the scenes part of it, we lead all those interviews. We interview Sandra Lafferty, John Schneider, Corbin Burnson.
Yep.
Did we interview Natasha?
Yeah, I interviewed her.
Yeah,
I interviewed Natasha Burek.
And Natasha's mother and Kurt Cameron, her brother's sister.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's really cool. Saving Santaland. Let us know if you'd like one of these so we can get these out to you as well.
Yeah, we have a good little pile of DVDs ourselves.
Yeah, we got a box of DVDs of these. So.
Okay.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you. Look you squarely in the eye as he tells you, I love you and you are mine. May the Lord give you peace. Amen.
Amen.